My name's Aiden Lewis, and
Bethany Lewis.
we actually started coming to Calvary Church back, it was October or November of last year.
With everything kind of going on in the world, I thought it was very important to raise our children in a Christian environment, and I wanted them to know the Lord and have that faith and background. And I really felt it was an important thing for our family to go and do that and experience it together.
The night that I received Jesus as my Lord and Savior, it was the night of the Easter play that we went, that Tuesday night production of Redemption. We had been going to church at Calvary for 5 or 6 months at that point, and I just found that I had changed inside. Before we started going to Calvary, found myself coming home from work extremely angry and stressed out, and I didn't like the person I was at the time. But when we started coming to Calvary, when we started to get to know Jesus, the church, the people, I started to find myself more at peace. I found myself becoming more patient. Nothing had changed at work as far as what was frustrating me or anything, but I found myself dealing with it a lot better. And I attribute a lot of that to Jesus and God. It just was an amazing feeling. So at the end of the production, when Pastor John did the altar call, I said to myself, it's time. And I walked up and I was saved. And it was about a month later, I was baptized in the water baptism. And the t-shirt says it all. There's no turning back, and I wouldn't change any of that.
It's really been a change for our family. We've really kind of centered our lives much more towards living more Christian lifestyle and making it part of our weekly routine to attend church, reading Bible stories to the kids at night. We always read to the kids at night, but we just kind of changed what we were reading to them a little bit. And I think it's really helped them a little bit, even so that they come home and they ask questions about, their friends that live across the street. Do they know Jesus? And making comments like that. And it's changed the focus of our family and how we view things. And even, in hard times and things of frustration, it's really made things better for us.
I just recently started heading up the parking team, which is just getting off the ground, but the experience I've had as I try and learn the process has been great. But to be able to give back to the church, that's really why I wanted to do it. It's just something that spoke to me, and through next steps I learned that I'm a very hospitality focused type of person. So being out there on the front line when the members are coming to the church has been a great experience. Saying hello, greeting them with a smile first thing before they even hit the doors.
My grandmom, who has been gone, what do we just talked about this, 7 years now?
Something like that.
7 or 8 years now. A lot of my faith comes from her. She was really an incredible woman and super, super strong in her faith. She lived on Social Security. Her income was $1,000 a month, and I'm not kidding. And she gave 10% of that to her church. Faithfully. And anytime she was ever questioned about it, because things were tight for her, she didn't have extra. She said, I assure you, every dime I give to my church, I get back tenfold. I'm a financial advisor. From a dollars and cents standpoint, sometimes you go, well, what can you afford? What can we budget in here? And you think that it's hard, but, realistically, how many coffees did you buy this week at Starbucks? How many times did you go out to lunch or dinner this month? And if you really start adding that up, how much of that do you need versus what you don't.